Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over some of the best highlights from today's LPL 2024 Spring Split matchup. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
Be running towards the top side of the map, level 2, level 3 now for Weibo. Has access to all of his spells, and Heng is around, but they don't know that Xiao is in this bush.
Now they do. They're jumping on the ZDZ to try to slow him down, get the damage in, and they will. The knockup comes down to Xiao. Another jump backwards. Xiao does not use his flash.
On in the mid lane to try and sneak in potentially one of those Void Dwarfs. Going to smite it, but Heng is waiting right behind the pit.
Yeah, he is. Xiao going to try flash over the wall. Will he be followed? He can't be followed, as the magical journey was just used. I don't know if that's the place you want to be recalling right now. As we can see, Heng just kind of walking around there, making sure that they only get the one.
Important.
Yes, nice early stacking there. Xiao might look for a move on Iwandi, but I think Iwandi has recognized now that he's not really in a position to chase that one down. Nice move up here by WE to get themselves a dragon. They get boss side priority. And they get themselves the dragon, the first dragon of the game, so...
This tower is more important to them than starting to stack the dragons. You do have the first one, so you're not worried about it too much. Taking a whole tower pre-minute 14 is going to be huge in terms of gold injection onto this Xi'an, 575 gold.
This is a 4v4 around the dragon pit, because neither top laner has access to a global if they want to try and fight it. Crisp will walk himself away from that fight for the moment, has access to his ultimate. The quickness could have...
Towards the top side of the map and constant split push.
This is the thing now, we're getting to 50 minutes into the game. Bard ult does not hit. Light looking to try and burn down Iwandi, who flashes away. Nicely done there with the Xin Zhao, just to try and make sure everyone has to back off. He does still have the crescent guard, will use it, but still gets stunned up. The Q will land and he will go down. Can they get the damage back onto the Lee Sin? Yes, they can. Now Prince opens up with the curtain call and tries to slow them down. 3, 4 will land, but nobody will go down. Went in favor of WE now. Crisp on a flank. They have not spotted him out just yet. It's Prince who's very much in the kind of firing eyes right there. Flash kick there, but it's onto the crescent guard of the Xin Zhao. He's taking a fierce amount of damage. There's going to be the tempered fate. But it should only delay his fate for a couple more seconds finish, but it's difficult to know. That's a 2-item Tristana at this stage of the game. So, yeah, I think he just give this one up. He didn't have time for the package to be used.
I feel like this also hurts your chances a lot because you have ZDZ on the top side of the map. There is no teleport, there is no destiny, there is no way getting into this fight. So I feel like trying to get TF to become a nuisance.
Lose his little shield there. The Baron is now on the rift. 2-2 in kills. 2 dragons to 1 in favor of WE. Oh, ZDZ puts himself right in the middle of everybody right here. And I think he's going to regret that because he is dead. Now Xiao in a compromised position underneath the tower, and Fofo picks up that kill. We just mentioned the Baron, but you've lost your top laner and your jungler. This could be the ghost sign, but I mean, look at Tristana. The Tristana right now is just free hitting on the bot side. They're going to engage here onto the top lane just to make sure they can kill off this Corki. Now who could be going down before the fight even really begins? A magical journey to set them right in front of him. Crisp is going to try and get over the wall. No, he can't. That's 4 kills from nothing. WE will get the Baron, and what was an incredibly close game is going to turn into about a 4,000 gold lead.
Incredible at punishing over-forced skirmishes. That's what is down in my document for WE, and they did just that. Extremely careful pushing that wave. Yeah, they cannot, with the composition that they have, it's very difficult to actually push 2 lanes that are super close together. Prince is going to open the call. The curtain,
had 4 shots, just needed 1. And that is going to be the Xiao dead screen now. 0-2 on this Corki, and we talked about it because of how dominant he was with RNG. And now WE, they're going to look to open the base. They get a tempered fate onto the virus. He's going to be forced to use his chain of corruption ASAP. He's putting nothing into this crescent guard Xin Zhao. They'll get the inhibitor, they'll move back towards the mid lane. Xiao can't really defend this on his own. And this is going to be 2 inhibitors broken open now at 24 minutes. There's just nothing that WE can't do. They're just so confident.
They're going to be speed running towards this Dragon. Fofo is staying around onto the camera to make sure that the Xin Zhao gets out.
Well, they're going to look for the fight
right
anyway. They're going to see if they can get him, but they're not quite able to get anyone else. They will get their man, but that is 1 kill. And a dragon, to be fair for them, but they're nowhere near Soul. You can see the pings coming down now from the side of WE. They're saying, cool, you take your dragon. We're happy with that. We're just going to keep moving.
Keep pressuring around the map. Weibo looking. Xiao is one of the forms of engage that they have, but it gets a little bit difficult on the listen. He found out Wandy.
He found Iwandi. Iwandi throws out the ultimate. The Tempered Fate is good, but not good enough to save his life. Xiaohu will be able to Valkyrie himself out of this, but now Xiaohu is on the wrong side of the map. He is going to be found out, you would imagine, pretty soon on this side of it. He should have one more move to get himself out of this. He went for the other side because he saw that Wayward was on the side with the ward, so he wanted to try and maybe see if he's in this game.
Yeah, and it's just going to become more and more difficult for Weibo Gaming to walk inside their jungle. They don't necessarily have a guaranteed player that can face check.
Right now, Xiaohu gets jumped on by Wayward. They're actually lights just digging in front of him, so Xiaohu can't die. ZDZ goes golden as Fofo uses his own little stasis there. ZDZ will get stunned up, will be almost certainly taken out there, but no, he flashes away at the last second. Had the barrier as well to keep him alive. Look at this damage, the bouncing grenade almost, but enough from that. Fofo flashes forward, lands the Q, and now you can start to see WE start to feel confident. These health bars are so low, an auto attack is good, and that means you're 3v5 for the rest of this potential siege, and this could be the game.
There is quite a bit of wave clear onto Xiaohu's Corki, but I'm not sure they can actually play underneath the tower. 3 very squishy members. The entirety of WE is knocking on your door.
They're knocking on your door and they are breaking it down. Your turrets are no longer. Your health bars will be next. You can see Chris trying his hardest. Xiaohu just doesn't do any damage or any significant damage in this fight. And that's going to be WE 1-0 up over Weibo. And once they found it,
I feel like Weibo Gaming are going to have to be very careful on the toes, because the second they step up on a neutral objective and Iwandi is there, whoever gets hooked dies.
That's kind of it. Hook in. Chang is kind of gone right now. He's not in the brush. He will just walk away from this one here. Should be a pretty easy skirmishes for both these guys, as they both really want to try and fight this. Neither mid laner's moved over just yet. A flash away by Heng, but it has been followed straight away. The stun comes down. I think Heng has recognized he is dead. Nothing to be done there. The Viego picks up first blood. And
Xiaohu's on the top side. They don't know that Heng is in this bush. If he moves forward, they will spot him out.
Oh, they're going to look for it now. They're going to try and maybe make this fight work for them. ZDZ is getting jumped on here. Xiaohu has come up with the Spirit Rush. And Xiaohu will get the resets as well. So not really a lot that WE could do about that one. They are coming up with Iwandi, who does have a flash if he wants it, but it's just so difficult to make anything stick. And honestly, that...
In terms of items, he does deal quite a bit of damage. They might grab Crisp.
They do grab Crisp, and he doesn't have a flash this time around. His Aftershock will keep him alive only for so long. And Heng will get himself a kill now, so he'll equal up that against his opposite number. Fofo, though, might be running on the Xiaohu. Xiaohu does have Spirit Rush, and will have to use it to try and back himself away.
To set up something towards the top side of the map, you see Blitzcrank heading towards the top side of the map as well. Could potentially see a little bit of danger heading towards it. Try and get any fight or any skirmish going. It's not going to be the case for now. Camille does have TP, however, in a couple of seconds, and Weibo Gaming are sticking around. Blue buff is going to get handed over to Xiaohu, since his mana bar didn't look too good. And Chris,
they get everything, and Light is dead. He just gets caught out by the hook. A flash away from Iwandi really well. Leave you alone and put Iwandi up towards, you know, the mid and the top.
Absolutely. However, Weibo Gaming are pulling in all the forces right here. They have rotated Light towards the top side of the map. Refilled in 1.5 minutes, but they are looking, they are praying. They have 5 members. They caught 3.
They do. They caught Iwandi as well. No flash on him. A flash by Heng, as they did not realize they were 5 men waiting. Flash over the wall does not land. The cooldowns used to try and make this one with her. Fofo, though, he's going to walk straight into a hook. He's get charmed, and he will get killed. Did not have any vision whatsoever. I do not know why.
Yeah, that was not a great move by Fofo right there, because you do have the information. There's 3 enemy members into this one. You know, Camille is also TPing down there, so I think Prince actually needs to run and not stick around for this wave.
Prince? Why would you stay? That's just 2 very poor mistakes coming in. Moment there for them to figure out exactly what to go for. Now, Dragon is the focus here. WE would love to try and stop the stacking here and get themselves back into this. It could be a full fight. Oh, never mind. It's just a pick. Xiaohu, he's already dead, and he will not be getting any more resets. It was Reset City for a while there with the Ahri and the Viego. The hook lands in, Xiao goes down.
Not having to flash away from that hook, but then again, very weird positioning. Your Varus is in the mid lane, pushing in the wave. Your Thresh is wrapping around, then you have Ari getting caught again here.
And the Spiraling Despair will go up, because Xiao down to about a third of his HP, and they'll get the tower as well. And he's bringing friends, and remember, there's no flash here on ZDZ. He will have his hookshot, wall shot back in just a second. Exactly why Wandy is like, I don't care. We're getting this kill. We've committed too much. And they will be able to kill him off just about at the end. Wayward goes up to 2 kills now in the game. But that does mean that the priority up that top side just goes straight over to the side of Weibo. They get themselves a Rift Herald. They should be able to get themselves maybe even 2 towers.
Towards the top side as fast as possible. Maybe rotate your Jhin as well. Since you have pushed that mid lane wave, you cannot allow that Rift Herald to take 2 towers towards the top side of the map. I feel like Weibo Gaming know that the resets
away here from the bot side, but there's a Rift Herald that can be used and will be crashing into this turret. This will be taken down. A TP coming in as well. That's going to be Xiao jumping back in onto this fight as well. Wayward trying to run away from this entire situation. They haven't killed off anybody just yet, but it does look like Wayward will be the sacrifice on the side of WE. They will get the tower for Weibo and the kill. While that's happening, though, you've committed a lot of resources up towards this bot side. So bot lane, or top lane, I should say.
keep pushing.
Yeah, they can keep pushing, though, because they have no one else coming in.
Yeah, that was a great call from the side of Weibo Game. They're gonna kill Hank here as well. That was a great call. They see Fofo all the way to the top side. He's not backing, he doesn't have TP, and they still have Rift Herald. Oh, who's tanking the 4th shot?
No, they don't tank it, but they will lose Crisp. Wandy getting in. Trying to answer back, or rather WE trying to answer back. They'll get a tower after the kill itself, so it ends up being a 1-for-1
in the bot side of the map. Whilst if they had focused that tier 2 with the Rift Herald there, with only Zinza underneath the tower, they could have potentially netted themselves another tower. Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, they won't get themselves another tower. They will lose their support right now. And this is what happened in game number 1 as well. But it does feel like it's Weibo falling behind the mark when it comes down to these kind of setups, these fights.
Yeah, because it's very difficult to walk into a Blitzcrank, right? We talked about this super squishy. I wonder he's looking again. ZDZ does have displacement.
Oh, he gets the knock up though. ZDZ now will have the lantern to keep him going, but Hang wants a little bit more. Look at the damage you can do from so far away with this Jhin. Wayward picks up Crisp. Crisp just respawned, guys. That's not okay. He is just doing all he can to try and stay alive. A flash away by Iwandi, make sure he does not.
And W just like this. By Iwandi pressing W forward, they're in the river.
But that TP as well from Xiaohu's not going to be enough. It's not going to be close enough. And they're going to lose 2 off it. Xiaohu and ZDZ dead to rights. Wayward will stay alive. There's even a fruit just to keep him going. You've no jungler, you've no real engage. This is, you just have to give this one up. And again, this feels like the momentum of the fights are just going the favor of WE. They just feel more coherent. And there's a honey fruit on the river to heal him back up should he need it. But there's no vision here for Weibo. Absolutely none. They have to face check this. They aren't even going to. Wait, WE get themselves nice and aggressive because they want to try and go for this fight. They will lose their support, but they don't really care. Hong will try and tank up as much as he can, but gets sniped back on the back side of this one here. I don't know if that's worth now for WE because they can't go for the Baron.
Team fights, and every time WE have figured out their way of breaking the fight is through Iwandi getting these hooks, breaking Weibo Gaming apart, and he's got another one.
Oh my god,
Fresh
another
dead.
hook, but Wayward is the one that gets sacrificed for it. So in that trade of Crisp for Wayward, you will take that as Weibo Gaming. Very shallow vision though, for being honest here, for the side of Weibo. They're not really in a position to go for it now. The hook shot will not land. We'll have to use the last of the Hextech ultimatum just to be honest with you. He has to use his ultimate defensively. That's massive. Not having the Spirit Rush available here for Weibo just limits you so much. There's a Chain of Corruption, not really doing a huge amount. It was max range, but now you're without ultimates. Now you're without opportunities. ZDZ is looking for a little bit of a flank, but this is going to be soul. This could be an Infernal Soul if you're not careful. They will not land the Spiraling Despair. They will not land the hook, but they will land the Dragon. WE now with an Infernal Soul. Maybe look for the fight after the fact. They pop down the ultimate here. There's so much damage being thrown in here from all of the angles. They just can't seem to kill off anybody. And it's Aatrox who falls down first. Look at these low health bars. Prince is huge. He will get 1 kill, maybe another one as he looks to try and push even further on. He does not have a flash available to him. They get in with the hook shot, but the cleanse is good. Trying to see if they can burn him down, but the Jin went too far to the sun. Infernal Soul was confirmed here by WE. But do they get themselves out because they have a Baron to work?
Harry, 14 stacks onto the meta, is looking for that Banshee. They found ZDZ, but the buffer on the hook shot right there is going to be enough.
Oh,
to make his
ZDZ
way
walks
out.
right into a trap, and he can't run away. The Infernal Chain stopped the hook shot, and now
It's all it takes. One hook from Crisp is all it takes to actually trade one and make it a 4 versus 4. Fofo is looking, he's poking.
he's poking. They have no vision on this Baron. They don't know it's 6,000 HP. Xiao hasn't got a flash to get in on top of this one here. They've used the locket. 3,000, 2,000, 1,000. It's gone. Xiao and Xiao trying to see, or Xiao Hu trying to see if they can take out the wayward Aatrox. Iwandi chunks about.
Set down their vision, potential TP flanks for Aatrox, for Wayward to get behind them. The Banshees is going to prove to be very problematic for WE to break through for Xiaohu.
ZDZ TP'd, but he's so hard for him to get in. He knows he's been spotted out. They know he can't really get on top of this one here. Spiraling Despair still yet to be used. Hang has to flash away. If he dies now, that could be Elder. He tries to cleanse, but the Mikhail's Blessing is not enough. Chain of Corruption has already come back out. That will spread out onto Fofo. Nobody there to capitalize on it. The base has been cracked.
Don't want to be running into this Blitzer. Look at Iwandi, he's waiting in the brush.
They're baiting them in. They're baiting them in.
ZDZ is very close.
And they're baiting him in. They don't know exactly where they are. Xiaohu doesn't know what's in that brush. Now he does. And he sees the rest of WE. 4 seconds till Hang comes in. He would be here. They can delay it a couple more seconds. The hook is now down for Iwandi. He moves straight in onto ZDZ, who gets chunked out, who gets killed off. They need to finish him off. Nobody actually auto-attacked him. Why couldn't they? Are they finally flashing over the wall? It's a 4v4. Xiaohu trying to see if he can jump in with a Spirit Rush, but he only has one left. Now it's a 5v4 in favor of WE. Light gets hit once. Light gets hit not twice. But now Xiaohu looking for a little bit more. Needs that charm. Will not get it. And he's dead. Nothing more to be done. WE will take the series. It'll be a 2-0. They don't need the Elder because they've got themselves an inside track to the mid lane.
Hang makes his way into that Dragon Pit as well, grabbing that last kill. WE. Fantastic play. Prince popping off on that Jin in the last fight, making sure they take themselves apart in the rankings from Weibo Gaming.
They join themselves up towards the top of the standings. I think they even get themselves with a 2-0. They should be getting themselves right up into it, and they can't even kill Wayward. It's a 2-0 for WE, and a great start to this one here. Really, really well done there.
These were some of the best highlights from today's LPL 2024 Spring Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.